Hello everyone and welcome. In today's lesson, we will learn how to use the present perfect tense. It's a little bit complicated tense, but it's not that difficult. We will see when do we use it and how do we use this tense. Let's start. The present perfect can be used to talk about the past in three different ways. So we can use it to talk about the past, this present perfect tense, okay? First of all, let's see the formation of the verb. من شنو يتكون this verb. I have arrived. عندي have arrived. So, the first part of the verb, the auxiliary part, هو have or has اللي هو verb to have in the present بالطبيعة. Sometimes we use have, sometimes we use has على حسب ال subject متاعنا. Plus past participle. The past participle of the verb is very important. We use it in the perfect tense. نعرفوا بالنسبة للregular verbs نزيدوها ed كيفها كيما الباست بالضبط، ولكن للirregular verbs لازمنا نحفظهم. Okay? We need to learn them by heart so we can use this tense. Let's start with the first sentence. Hi, I have arrived in London. My plane landed 5 minutes ago. We use the present perfect here to give new information or news. خلي نقولوا اليوم النيوز هذوما recent، حاجة كي صارت. news أخبار، دونك حاجة كي صارت ماهيش باش تكون حاجة قديمة. Okay? I have arrived in London وmy plane landed 5 minutes ago. Donc أنا ما زلت كي وصلت لندن. ديما we use the present perfect to talk about something that has just happened. يعني recently happened, recently كي صار ما زال سخون. Okay? Next one. I have visited California every summer since I was 18. I have visited California every summer since I was 18. ملي كنت عمري 18. We use it to talk about a repeated action that continues to happen. Okay? الأكشن اللي ما زالت تصير. خاطر قلنا since I was 18 كنقول منذ، يعني حاجة بدأت في الباس ما زالت متواصلة لحد اللحظة ذي. And it is even if it is repeated. Okay? We move to the next one. Olivia has gone on a trip to Egypt. Olivia has gone on a trip to Egypt. We use the present perfect to talk about an event that started in the past and is still happening now. هذا أكثر استعمال للpresent perfect. حاجة صارت في الماضي ما زالت متواصلة للحظة هذه. Okay? An action that started in the past still happening now. يعني أوليفيا مشيت لمصر ولكن ما زالت في مصر. It is continuing. ما زالت متواصلة. Let's do this exercise here. Fill in the gaps by putting the verbs in the present perfect. We have left and are on our way to the airport. We have left غادرنا كي غادرنا and are on our way to the airport. واحنا توا في ثنيتنا للمطار. The past participle of leave هو left كيفو كيما الباست متاعو. leave, left. Number 1. They set off on the pilgrim's way to Santiago de Compostela. They have set off. They have set off. Okay? I know اللي هو phrasal verb set off، ولكن كالعادة في phrasal verb ما نمسوش البارت الأخر نتاع الverb. okay? اللي هو preposition عادة يكون just نصرفوا البارت الأولى نتاع الفعل اللي هو set in the past و in the past participle تقعد كما هي، نقولوا set. okay? So they have set off on Pilgrim's Way walk to Santiago de Compostela. Number 2. He not finish cycling through Europe. He هنا مانيش باش نقول have, of course I will say has. He has في النيجاتيف باش توليلي he hasn't finished cycling through Europe. مادام عندي not النفي هذيك باش تكون في وسط الفعل، يعني ما بين the verb to have وما بين the past participle. He hasn't finished cycling through Europe. Number 3. They go on a cruise to the Caribbean. They have gone on a cruise نحكيو على باخرة cruise ship, okay, to the Caribbean. Number 4. She visits her family in Cuba every year since 2004. She has visited her family in Cuba every year since 2004. Very good. Now let's see the difference between the present perfect and past simple. فما عباد تصير لهم confusion between these two tenses، ما يعرفوش وقتاش نستعملوا past simple وقتاش نستعملوا present perfect. إذا كان نجم نستعملوا زوز وقت اللي نحكيو على past action، وين الفرق لنا؟ okay. The present perfect is used for talking about a recent event كما قلت، وإلا ongoing action اللي ما زالت متواصلة. okay. Olivia has gone to Egypt on vacation. كما قلنا هي مشيت لإيجيبت ولكن ما زالت في إيجيبت. Let's see the other sentence. Olivia went to Egypt last week. هنا عندي time marker، عندي time word ظهر لي اللي احنا نحكيو على past. كنقول last week سيء، يعني راني باش نحكي على past here. And I used the past tense. I used went. It is the past of the verb to go. Okay? The past simple gives specific details about when a completed event happened. يعطيك مؤشر يقولك وقتاش الحدث هذايا صار وفي الباست، كما هنا قالنا last week. Let's do this exercise to practice this. Mark the sentences that are correct. We will choose the correct sentence here. I have cycled in Holland several times. It is the correct one. I have cycled in Holland several times. The incorrect sentence here, I has cycled in Holland several times. We don't say I has never. We always say I have, he, she, it has. Okay? Let's start with number 1. Annie went to Kenya last winter, or Annie has gone to Kenya last winter. Annie went to Kenya last winter because we have last winter. Okay, it's a past time word وإلا finished time word، يعني الحدث متاعي منتهي في الباست. That's it. Number 2. Uma has visited Cuba every year since 2011. Uma have visited Cuba every year since 2011. The correct sentence here is the first. Uma has visited Cuba every year since 2011. Number 3. I've flown to Spain for a vacation last month. Or I flew to Spain for a vacation last month. The correct answer is the second sentence. I flew to Spain for a vacation last month. Flew is the past of the verb to fly. Number 4. Liam has gone on a bus tour of Ireland. Liam have gone on a bus tour of Ireland. Of course, the correct answer is the first one. Liam has gone on a bus tour of Ireland. Number 5. Nada studied Tai Chi in China last year. Or Nada have studied Tai Chi in China last year. The first one is the correct one, of course, because we have last year. So Nada studied Tai Chi in China last year is the correct answer. Number 6. Andrew gone to Australia. Or Andrew has gone to Australia. The correct answer is the second, because we never use the past participle وحده هكاك كverb. No, ديما نسحقوا قبله verb to have. Okay, and هنا the correct answer is Andrew has gone to Australia. Number 7. They have reached the North Pole. Or they has reached the North Pole. The correct answer is the first one. They have reached the North Pole. They have reached the North Pole. Very good. Let's do another exercise here. Say the sentences out loud, filling in the gaps by putting the verbs in the brackets in the present perfect. We've stayed in Kerala many times. We've stayed, or we have stayed in Kerala many times. Number 1. Amir walked across the Great Divide in America. Amir has walked across the Great Divide in America. Number 2. They camp every year since they were children. They have camped. They have camped. Okay? Camped توفى بإيدي. Every year since they were children. Number 3. We land in Buenos Aires. The vacation begins. We have landed in Buenos Aires. The vacation begins. Number 4. Marita go to New Zealand on vacation. Marita has gone to New Zealand on vacation. Number 5. Simon cycled from Paris to Berlin. Simon has cycled from Paris to Berlin. Very good. Let's see here the difference between the present perfect in the US and the present perfect in the UK. In the US, they don't use the present perfect so much. Okay? Usually they use the past simple. Let's see the first sentence. No dessert for me. I ate too much. Okay? بالنسبة للبريتش, they love to use the present perfect a lot. So they say, no dessert for me. I've eaten too much. I've eaten too much. The next example. I can't find my passport. Did you see it? حتى in questions, they don't use the present perfect too much. Did you see it? ولكن in UK, they would say, I can't find my passport. Have you seen it? Have you seen it? That's it for today. Thank you so much for your attention. I see you soon. Goodbye.